do you realise I'm out $5,000 and you're telling me I can't get my money back? It's stuck at your store and that's it? And he's like, oh, well, that's what we do with credits. I was like, no. I was like, I'm telling you right now, I'm getting my fucking money back. And if I get another no, I'm coming to the store in person. I've never been so mad in my life. And I was like, make sure whoever was on the phone 45 minutes ago actually gets some training. I just hung up. What company has forever lost your business and why? Part 2. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, we are talking about CENTERCOM. We had the worst experience with CENTERCOM that we've ever experienced in a company alone. And if you haven't seen part 1, make sure you watch it. It is very entertaining. A couple of good stories in there. But now we are continuing on. So in the last one, we talked about how we bought a $5,000 PC. It was faulty. We were screwed around with customer service. We were screwed around on the phone. We were screwed around in the store. And now I've taken this PC back into the store to hopefully get fixed.
That was the plan.
That was the plan. So,
however, sometimes life doesn't go according to plan.
I wish it did, but you're right. Now, I had a certain time limit. So I had, I think I had maybe an hour and a half before I had to go to work. So this is when I've got to the store, right? So I have rushed to get to the store to get this fixed in a day. I think it was about 3:30. And I took the PC out of my car. I rush it into the store. And then I get to the back where there is a man who doesn't talk at all, doesn't like to talk, doesn't want to talk to you. And I drop my PC down and I just go, mate, look, I literally just purchased this with my best friend today and it's not working. He goes, huh? And I'm like, it's not working. Can you please have a look at it? Connect it to a monitor. Nothing shows up. He goes, okay. Takes it and I stand there. I stood there nearly an hour with no one telling me what was going on, a guy turning on my PC off and on, looking at it, not understanding why it's working, and just staring at it, flicking it on and off, just staring at it. And then another guy comes in who needed help with his PC his screen, where half the screen was a bit more brighter than the other. And then he's going back and forth to that, and I'm like, oh, mate,
like I was here first.
Yeah,
hang on a second.
And I was also in that mode where you want to say something like, hey, I actually have to go at this time.
Yeah, but can you either fix it or like, do I just come back tomorrow more or less? Like,
yeah.
What's the deal?
And I was sitting there, and it eventually got to a point where not only was there was no communication about what was happening, where it was sitting, if it works, if it doesn't, what's going to happen next. It was just confusing. So I finally got to a point where I said, hey, I've actually got to go. Can you tell me if there's something wrong with it? So he just goes, okay. Doesn't say anything and just prints out a return slip. Okay?
Oh.
And he's just like, yeah, faulty, doesn't work, return. And I was like...
You would have just said that like legitimately 59 minutes ago.
Oh, I was like...
You just slapped you with a big fuck off thumb from Facebook. He's like, whoop.
Yeah.
And you're just like, mate, like, what is this?
And
that's the worst.
And it didn't even look like he was trying to fix the situation.
He just kept on turning it on and off again.
What I could have done.
Clearly hasn't worked.
So I take the return. I'm like, okay, fine. I then go on. It would have been that day. I was driving home after I went to work because I had to go into work for half an hour. I had to be there for that period. So now I sprint to work and I just made it on time. So this day had been very stressful, very tiring.
Oh, most definitely.
And what I shouldn't have done, but I was like, for just giving the benefit of the doubt, I go, okay, we'll buy another one. Maybe that one was off. And we bought another $5,000 PC from CENTERCOM. So $10,000
later.
Yeah, $10,000 we have currently spent at CENTERCOM, and we're waiting for a $5,000 return. And so now I say what you were going to say before.
So Luke tells me like this is the situation, this is what's gone down, and all that. I'm like, look, definitely not great, but I suppose you just got to suck it up, and it is what it is. We'll wait for that cash to come back into your account, and life should all be pretty peachy and whatnot. I don't even think it was within seriously just a handful of days.
It might have been a couple.
Two max. I'm going to say was 4. It was definitely under a week. The PC that we took back that's listed as faulty is back up on the website for sale for the same price. And the one of one that we bought, so there's none of one, is now back. Explain that to me, CENTERCOM, because I'm a bit confused. You can't be selling faulty products, which then also makes me question, did someone happen, like, did the same thing happen to someone else?
Yeah.
Did they buy it and they were like, yeah, shit, it's faulty. I will just on-sell it. And then we picked it up.
Yeah.
And they know like, you can't, that amount of money, you can't be, that is like selling a car. You know the back tire's about to go and you're like,
no, it's a lemon.
Mate, she's all good, mate. She's brand new, roadworthy, bloody oath, mate. You're driving home, back tire pops, crash, you kill 3 cows.
I would,
like, seriously, though, what the actual fuck?
I'd love to give them the benefit of the doubt and just sit here and be like, oh, you know what, they probably fixed it and they put, you know, a new one back out. They fixed a part or whatever happens. I don't even think that. They're so unprofessional the way they work, and they don't care and they don't talk to you. So anyway, buy another $5,000 PC. I'm waiting for my return, waiting for money to come back in my account, because there is currently $10,000 out of my account, which is a lot of money.
It is quite a bit of money.
So
on a PC.
And I'm waiting and waiting and still haven't got anything. Finally get the new PC. I rush around. I have to go to a different store, another big trip. Finally get that one. This one works, right? This one's fine. It comes up to 3 weeks, and I'm like, why isn't the money in my account yet? Like, this is taking way too long.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah. So I call up the store, and this was the store we bought it from. And I go, hey, look, purchased a PC from you guys, bought the thing home, just letting you know I actually live a fair way away from you. So this was a big day to actually take it home and then find out it was faulty. I returned it. It was broken. You gave me a return notice, and I had to rush out of the store as well. Keep that in mind. I had to rush out of the store because I was so short for time that I had to be at work. So I was like, I got the return, have the sheet of paper. I fucking lost it. It was in my car, and I was like, for fuck's sake, it's somewhere. So that's what I was calling for. I was like, I know I'm meant to get a return, but I don't have this piece of paper. This is the day I was in. This is the PC I bought. It's actually on your store right now if you want to just have a look at it. And I just wondering when the money's coming in my account. This kid on the phone just goes, oh, yeah, that'll be, so you'll get, if it was faulty, you'll get a credit. I go, excuse me? He goes, yeah, so with returns, our policy is if it's broken, you'll get a credit. And I go, and I keep in mind, Lee knows this better than anyone. I am very easygoing when it comes to whether it be returns, losing money, losing food, just weight stuff in general. If there's a mistake, I'm very easyggoing.
Yeah, like, you know, shit happens.
Shit happens all the time.
That's life.
But this is $5,000.
And I kind of need that back.
and I'm still mad that it was broken and there was no communication on why it was broken, when my return's coming in, all that jazz. So I say to him, I go, no. That's not going to work. You're not telling me that I'm getting a credit. And I was like, what do you even mean by you giving me a credit? And he goes, oh, well, if you have a faulty item, we'll make sure we give you that same amount in store credit. And that looks like what's happening with the PC. And I go, so you're telling me, and I want to be very clear, I spent $5,000 on an item of yours that was faulty. It took time out of my day to come return it. Then I spend another $5,000 in waiting for my money to get back in return. At your same company, by the way. So I've now spent $10,000 and I have one PC worth $5,000. And you're telling me that through all that, I now have $5,000 store credit in your store. And he goes, yeah. And I go,
it's the yeah for me.
And I was like, it's the first time I was like, And I think I was like, all right, kid, can you just put me onto a manager or someone who knows what they're doing, please? Like, just that makes no sense. And I'm not going to repeat myself. Can you put me onto someone who actually knows what they're talking about? And he goes, oh, okay. And I felt, do you know what was weird? I felt bad that I was talking to someone like that. I hated it. And because I've worked in retail before, but to get such a fucking stupid response pissed me off more than any. Oh,
you need some more clarification.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, on to the next step. Kid put me on hold for 45 minutes.
45 minutes on top of the already hold time that we originally had.
Mm-hmm.
And then waiting for an hour. Jeez.
And this was 45 minutes where this isn't, we've called customer support and then they've jumped us around, because you know that can happen with Telstra as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
This is, I've called their store. So let's say there's max 5 people in the store. I'm just wanting to talk to one of those 5, a different one.
You could all CENTERCOM.
What deals can we do for you today?
Well, your PC at CENTERCOM. Boom, boom, boom,
rip you off.
45 minutes of that, that'd be doing my head in.
So 45 minutes later, I hung up, I call back, and then I immediately get an answer.
Oi!
From some other kid. And it picks up and is like, hi, this is Jacob from CENTERCOM. And I go, I want to know who exactly was on the phone with me 45 minutes ago. And he goes, excuse me? And I was like, I'm calling up about a return PC. There was a kid who needs training on how to talk to customers on the phone.
Oh, we went in.
Yeah, and I was like, because I was like, do you do training? And he's like, oh, no, I don't do that. And I'm like, okay, well, whoever trained this kid needs to up their skills, and he needs to have an actual talking to with the manager, because it is unacceptable what has happened. I was like, I've paid this much, and I repeat the story, but I try to be very quick. And I was like, do you realize I'm out $5,000 and you're telling me I can't get my money back? It's stuck at your store, and that's it. And he's like, oh, well, that's what we do with credits. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm telling you right now, I'm getting my fucking money back, and if I get another no, I'm coming to the store in person. I've never been so mad in my life. And I was like, make sure whoever was on the phone 45 minutes ago actually gets some training. And I just hung up. And then I had to spam call their customer service for a return. And they tried credit as well. And I said, no, it's not a credit.
I don't want credit.
It's not telling me this credit
story.
Give
me my money.
So I think a week later, 3 other calls to support, finally got $5,000 back in my account.
Yeah, 3 months later. Jesus.
Probably the worst I've ever had to deal with. It was just so bad.
Like, it was just, the whole situation was shit. So mishandled. Like,
the product, the staff, the customer support, all of it. So shit.
Yeah, just wanted to be treated like a normal human.
Mm.
Like, really. Like, it's not that hard. Like,
it really isn't.
It's just backwards, man.
Yeah.
Just absolutely backwards.
So it was one of the worst. They've lost my company for forever. There's no way I would actually go back and buy anything from them, even if I really
after that experience.
Yeah, there's just nothing.
Not a chance.
And I had did I tell you a few weeks back when I actually went down and needed a new HDMI cord for the computer? When I went and got down, I just went to my local electronics shop, and I've never even seen it before, and it was very small, and I go in and I ask this guy a couple of questions about HDMI. I've never had someone be so sassy to me, like real just like
really?
He goes, oh, is it the female end or male end? I'm like, oh, I'm not too sure, because I plug this end from my PC, and he goes, well, which one is it? It's pretty simple. And I looked at him and I'm like, no, sorry.
Hang on a second.
And I was like, if I couldn't be fucked driving another 5-10 minutes to a different store, I'll tell you to get fucked. But I need this cord now. I can't be going anywhere else. So you get in my business, you dickhead.
Chillax.
Yeah.
Shit.
So that was, that experience absolutely sucked. Has there been, so that's the CENTERCOM story. It was the worst experience all around we've ever had. Is there any other companies you've had that you've just been like, fuck, you're pretty average?
I don't think not any that come to mind. If I'm being completely honest,
No.
Didn't say that though. Like I'll get annoyed at like it's stupid. Like you Macca's drive-through.
Yeah, you get,
like,
you get
dude,
screwed over by
why-
Macca's drive-through so
Why
much.
make me? Don't have a 2-minute policy if you're gonna make me sit in a fucking waiting bay.
What's their policy?
I'm pretty sure it's like we'll get your food out to you in 2 minutes, and if we don't, like I don't know. I think the meal's like meant to be on them or like some BS. I don't know what it is. I just know that they have to try and get your meal out in 2 minutes.
Oh, really?
Mate, the amount of fucking times I've been waiting in a loading bay, only for the kid to come out with like the tray being like, did you order 3 Big Macs? It's like, no, I don't get Big Macs. And then they like walk back and so it's like, no, Jonathan, it's a car, it's a silver car. Walks back out, it's like, did you order 3 cheeseburgers? And it's like, who took my order? How do you not know which car you're going to? Like, just what are you doing?
Mm.
And put my fucking fries in the bag, please. I don't have time to look into my bag.
You've been hurt too many times.
Oh,
with
way
that.
too many. It's the same as fucking KFC, man.
Yeah, they can be bad.
What are you doing in the drive-thru? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Or the worst, which did happen to us the other night as well, is the good old over the PA and you think you're talking to them, but you're not. Not that they would lose my business. I just want to throw it in there, just on the subject of the.
Yeah.
Hey, can I take your order? Oh, just three chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I started.
Dude, I don't think they're talking to you. No, leave, please. Got this. Hey, mate, I'll take your order. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I listed my order to the wrong comms box. I thought it was talking to me. But before that, we weren't even meant to go there. We went past KFC and there was a little A4 fucking piece of paper stamped.
No zingers.
No zingers.
No tenders.
No tenders.
No
nuggets.
fucking wicked wings.
No nuggets.
Just no chicken.
Yeah, just
It wasn't
say.
even KFC. It was just chips.
Just say no chicken.
Yeah, no chicken.
It actually said that. No zingers, no tenders, no nuggets, and no, what was it, thighs or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So just legitimately popcorn chicken and chips.
Mm.
Oh, can I get a sort of potato and gravy thing? Ugh, yuck.
You know what? Their popcorn chicken, the mini one, they're regular. Is it regular? I don't know.
Well,
the smaller one
yeah.
is so fucking small. You could fit every bit in your mouth with ease on just pouring it in.
That's like
What?
snack boxes. And then they became go buckets.
Yeah.
There's so much more value in a fucking snack box.
Do you remember we had a friend who worked at KFC
Yeah.
and he would stack those snack
would.
boxes up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bit of a tangent, but
No, that's all right.
we love that here.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep to the.
We'll keep it short and simple.
We've got a minute 30 to go before we hit the 2 minute mark, the 20-minute mark.
So we just
Anything you want to add?
I don't really know. Just I suppose thanks for those who are watching and listening.
You say that at the end. We've still got another.
No, yeah, I know. But if we just make the outro like long,
Oh, okay.
they'll never know. I mean, well, they do because they're listening. But I just appreciate all the support and the likes, the comments, the feedback.
Yeah.
It's been fun. That's why this is the last episode.
Oh,
Not
so
really.
when you said it's been fun, I was like, is this the final?
Yeah, this is where we end it. We recalibrated about 6 months after our trip to Hawaii.
Mm.
So we've got that on the
I'm never leaving. I'm never giving you another job again. I just needed 2 minutes from you.
It's been your host, Big Papa Sauce. So you guys is it done now?
No.
Oh shit.
No, you've really.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Well, we could talk about. We'll excite them for other episodes.
Yeah.
Coming
up
We've got
this week.
We've got a story that happened.
This year?
At a bar, which was hilarious. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to be talking about could you live in the city. We're going to be also talking about going into the 2-year lockdown life me and Lee had. So our experience, what it was like during lockdown, because I feel like everyone's experience was a lot different. So if you had something in the city, if you had something out in the country or the valley, everyone's I couldn't fucking imagine what it'd be like living in a little unit. Because you're allowed an hour out a day?
Yeah, I think that was it, yeah. I think it'd be more interesting for those who like stayed overseas during those 2 years.
Yeah.
That maybe like missed the flight back home.
Fuck,
And they
that
were
would
like,
suck.
fuck it, like I'll just have to work overseas now and
Yeah.
just do that, like live abroad more or less.
Jeez. And then being locked down over there too.
Yeah, because that'd be so different to our lockdown.
Yep.
If they had lockdowns, depending on where you were.
I think Denmark was one of the ones that didn't.
Yeah, and America was like not really locked down, was
They
it?
didn't take it too seriously.
They were
Yeah.
just like doing their own thing.
Yeah, it was definitely a different time.
Bloody oath.
We'll end it there. So
Sorry, compose yourself. Just
I'm just thinking, like, if we ever had like a business meeting in the future of just something, and it'd just be like, all right, thanks for telling us all about it, Luke. Lee, what's your thoughts on this business or this sponsorship? You just be like, well, there's a lot of things with stuff, and yeah, there's fuck, I don't know.
the idea sounds good. We'll run it by our peeps, run it by your peeps.
Just
Meet
go
in the
from
middle.
Thank you for watching, guys. That was Morokaii with 2 eyes, and we'll leave you there.
See you in the next one.
Boom.